What if I told you that the Wild West era of artificial intelligence, the chaotic and unregulated world we're living in right now, is about to end? By 2026, the entire landscape of AI will have been reshaped by a new global rulebook. Stick around as we break down exactly what this future looks like and how it will affect everything from your social media feed to major industries. Let's start by looking at the big players: the European Union, the United States, and India. These three giants are setting the stage for a global convergence of AI policy. In 2026, the EU's groundbreaking AI Act will be in full swing. Remember all those discussions about transparency? Well, they're becoming law. This means companies will have to be crystal clear about how their AI systems work, what data they use, and what decisions they make. No more black boxes. For high-risk AI, like systems used in healthcare or finance, the rules will be incredibly strict, demanding rigorous testing and human oversight before they can even be launched. Meanwhile, India is taking a really interesting approach. Instead of creating a whole new set of laws from scratch, it's integrating AI governance directly into its existing Digital Personal Data Protection Act, or DPDP Act. This is a smart move because it connects AI directly to data privacy. So, if an AI is using your personal data, it will be held to the same high standards of consent and protection as any other data processing activity. It's a pragmatic approach that builds on a solid foundation, ensuring that AI development respects individual rights from the get-go. And then there's the United States. Unlike the EU's comprehensive one-size-fits-all regulation, the US is going for a more sector-specific strategy. Think of it like this: the rules for an AI used in self-driving cars will be very different from the rules for an AI that recommends movies on a streaming service. The government is enforcing specific constraints on high-stakes areas like finance, healthcare, and critical infrastructure. This allows for more tailored and flexible regulations that can adapt to the unique risks and opportunities of each industry, fostering innovation while still putting up essential guardrails. So, while their methods differ, the destination is the same. The EU, India, and the US are all pushing for more responsible AI. This alignment is creating a ripple effect across the globe, forcing multinational tech companies to adopt a unified standard. After all, it's much easier to build one AI model that complies with all major regulations than to create different versions for every country. This convergence is the first major step toward a truly global set of rules for AI. Now let's talk about safety, because this is where things get really fascinating. The term red teaming is about to become a household name in the tech world. What is it? Imagine hiring a team of elite hackers, but instead of trying to break into your network, their job is to try and break your AI. They'll probe it for biases, look for ways it can be manipulated, and test its responses to unexpected, chaotic scenarios. By 2026, this won't just be a good practice. It will be a legal requirement for many AI systems. Companies will have to prove they've thoroughly stress-tested their AI against a wide range of potential harms before it's released to the public. Another major safety pillar will be mandatory algorithmic impact assessments. Before deploying a new high-risk AI, companies will have to conduct a detailed study of its potential societal impact. Who could this AI harm? Could it reinforce existing inequalities? What's the worst-case scenario if it fails? These aren't just theoretical questions anymore. They're legal requirements that must be documented and submitted to regulatory bodies for approval. This forces developers to think about the consequences of their creations from the very beginning, shifting the focus from, "Can we build it?" to "Should we build it?" And here's a big one that will change our daily digital experience: watermarking. By 2026, get ready to see clear labels on AI-generated content. Whether it's an image, a video, or even a piece of text, new laws will mandate a digital watermark or a clear disclosure that it was created by AI. This is a direct response to the rise of deepfakes and misinformation. The goal is to restore a sense of trust and authenticity online, making it much easier for you to distinguish between what's real and what's machine-made. This simple change will have a profound impact on journalism, social media, and our very perception of reality. Finally, high-risk AI systems will be subject to strict independent audits. Just like financial companies are audited to ensure they're not cooking the books, companies developing critical AI will have their algorithms, data, and safety protocols inspected by third-party experts. These audits will be rigorous and ongoing, ensuring that the AI remains safe and fair not just at launch, but throughout its entire lifecycle. This continuous oversight is key to building public trust and holding companies accountable for the powerful technologies they create. So how do we actually govern these incredibly complex systems? The model that's emerging is centered on a principle called human in the loop. This means that for any significant decision made by an AI, a human must have the final say. The AI can analyze data, identify patterns, and suggest a course of action, but it can't pull the trigger on its own. A doctor will still make the final diagnosis, a judge will still pass the final sentence, and a loan officer will still approve the final application. This ensures that we retain human judgment, empathy, and accountability at the core of our most critical processes. It's about using AI as a powerful tool to augment human intelligence, not replace it. This approach is guided by what we can call the 7 Sutras of AI governance, a set of core principles that will form the backbone of these new global regulations. Let's quickly go through them. First, legality. The AI must operate within the boundaries of all applicable laws and regulations. Simple as that. Second, accountability. If an AI system causes harm, there must be a clear chain of responsibility. We need to know who is accountable, the developer, the user, or the company that deployed it. The algorithm did it will no longer be an acceptable excuse. Third, safety. This goes beyond just technical robustness. It means the AI should not cause physical or psychological harm to humans, and it must have reliable fail-safes in place. Fourth, security. The AI system must be protected from malicious attacks. This includes everything from data poisoning, where an attacker feeds the AI bad data to skew its results, to adversarial attacks designed to trick the system into making catastrophic errors. Fifth, transparency. As we discussed, stakeholders must be able to understand how the AI works. This doesn't mean everyone needs to be a machine learning expert, but it does mean that the system's logic and decision-making processes should be explainable in clear terms. Sixth, fairness. This is a huge one. The AI must be free from unfair bias and discrimination. It needs to be trained on diverse and representative data to ensure that its outcomes are equitable for all groups of people, regardless of their race, gender, or background. And seventh, the most important of all, human oversight. As we said with human in the loop, humans must be able to intervene and override the AI's decisions at any point, especially in high-stakes situations. We must always remain the ultimate masters of our technology. So when you put it all together, the policy convergence of major world powers the new laws on safety and watermarking and the governance model built around human oversight and these 7 core principles, it becomes clear that 2026 is a turning point. We are witnessing the end of the Wild West of AI. The days of tech companies launching powerful systems with little to no oversight are numbered. In its place, we are building a structured, standardized, and global framework for responsible AI development. This won't stifle innovation. In fact, by creating clear rules and building public trust, it will likely accelerate the adoption of beneficial AI across society. The road ahead won't be easy, and these regulations will continue to evolve as the technology does. But the foundation is being laid right now. The world is collectively deciding that the immense power of artificial intelligence must be harnessed for the good of humanity, and that requires rules, responsibility, and a shared vision for the future. 2026 is not the end of the story, but it is the end of the beginning. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown of the future of AI governance interesting, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the technologies that are shaping our world. See you in the next one.